Oh, no. That's what you ain't gonna do. You ain't taking the mic. You ain't taking the mic. That's what you're not doing.
Wow. Wow. Are you serious? Oh my God.
On average, men are slightly more intelligent than women. The difference is about 2 or 3 IQ points, but it already expresses itself in childhood and in the teenage years. But perhaps you've been shown this graph that said that men and women have the same average IQ of around 100. In blue is the male graph, in pink the female. But then they say, well, on the bright end, there are some more male geniuses, but this is offset by the fact that there are also more excess imbeciles on the dumbass side. However, that graph was made up. Here's the real graph with the real data, and it shows that even under age 16, boys are slightly more intelligent on average than the girls are. But on the dumb side, on the unintelligent side, there's no excess of male imbeciles. But then in adulthood, the male average clearly establishes itself as being slightly higher than that of females, about 2 or 3 IQ points, maybe 5 at most, but it has the implication that almost all geniuses are men, and on the unintelligent side, we find more women. Does that mean there are no gifted women? Yes, there are plenty of gifted women. I once knew a woman who had an IQ over 140 who complained to me that in that region, the ratio of male to females is about 8 to 1. 8 males in the category IQ 140 to 1 female in that category, which made her dating life very difficult. But then she met me.
Okay, look, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys here for a second, all right? I don't think I've been on a date in like 6 or 7 months. Sometimes I get the itch, okay? Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should go out on a date. And then I get on here and I go, you know what? Nope, I'm good. I think I'm just gonna stay home. Here's the thing is I see so many videos of mostly women, okay? They come on here and they blast their dates, okay? I mean, they go hard. I actually feel bad for some of these guys because they'll do the whole like, get ready with me, I'm going out on a date with this guy that I met on Hinge or at the bar or online, whatever, okay? And they give you every detail, all right? I know what you look like, I know how tall you are, I know the conversations that you guys had on Hinge, and then they go out on the date and then they post another video. They'll tell you if they hooked up, they'll tell you, like, they'll tell me your size, they'll tell me they think you're fat, that you're not good in bed, this, that, whatever. Like, I'm telling you every detail. There are some things I'm just like, I don't want to know that, you know? And I can't imagine roles being reversed if that was me. Like, I would be mortified if I came on here and saw some guy talking about me to the entire world when I thought the date went decently well. It just can't, nothing is private anymore. I don't want to be subjected to everybody's opinion and scrutiny about dates that I go on. I just feel like there's no respect there, and I just won't subject myself to that kind of terror. I'm actually legitimately terrified to go out on a date, okay? Like, I'm not even gonna, like, I'm actually scared. Guys do it too, okay? Just not as much as the women do, okay? The women can be so cruel. And I know I may not seem like a very private person because I come on here and I kind of talk a lot, but I am pretty private. I don't like talking about my personal life or anything going on in my personal life to strangers on the internet. That's weird to me. I will never do that. So yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm just gonna stay home and stay out of the dating world for now.
But a lot of dudes don't do that though. At all. It's the women that do it. And men have told the women, stop doing this. This doesn't look good. Well, if he can't handle it, then he doesn't need to be with me. Okay then. And then you wonder why you're single, because you want to cross everybody's boundary. But when a man sets a boundary, or if a man should say, no, I'm not doing that, then all of a sudden it's a problem.
I had an obligation to make my 8 a.m. hot Pilates class so freaking hard today because a guy walked in and he was either with his sister or like girlfriend, I think girlfriend. And at the beginning of class, I was talking with him and I was like, oh, like, have you ever done Pilates before? Taken any Pilates classes? And he said no. And I asked him, I was like, oh, did your like girl warn you? Like, this is a hard class? And he was like, nah, it's gonna be easy. Like, it's Pilates. I literally looked at him and I said, okay, for that, I'm gonna make it really hard. And just warning you, I'm a psychopath. I'm literally psychotic. I do 21 of these classes a week and I go to the gym every single day. Like, we are all gonna die. And we did. Started off strong with an 8-minute plank. And in the middle of class, I even was saying to him, I was like, oh, Pilates is easy, right? Get lower in your lunge. Let's work. He died.
So it sounds like he was right. You had to dial up the intensity because you're upset. But if he wouldn't have said anything, it would have been nice, normal, and relaxing. Relaxing. Still have been challenging, but you wouldn't have done all that nonsense.
I'm still reading the comments from our previous video, and it's literally still people on there saying that everything that man does is the bare minimum. I have a question. I just want to know, if that is considered bare minimum, then what the hell do y'all consider a grand gesture of love? Like, what does a man have to do to prove to you that he loves you a lot? If paying the bills, giving you a credit card, letting you shop, letting you stay home, driving you around, cooking you dinner, if all of that is bare minimum, then what the hell are y'all looking for? What else can a man do to prove to you that he loves you? That's what I want to know. I need to know what these people, what these men are doing for y'all. And give me some stories, because what y'all was saying just ain't adding up. Okay, that side is done. They're going to do the other side.
The part I hate most about not having a man is not being able to call him and be like, hey babe, look how cute this is. It's only $30. Like, look how cute. And then him sending me the $30. This is literally true religion.
They don't even want to pay for a $30 purse now. Dang.
Alrighty, hope y'all enjoyed everything. Whenever y'all ready. Hey, come on. I got it. Ooh, nah, decline. Nah, that can't be it, man. Try it again. Let me try one more time. Nope, still didn't go through. Try one more time. Yep, nope. That's strange. Let me try one more time. Alright, success. Alright, just a little glitch in the system. Yeah. Sorry about that. Take this one out of your way, right? Yeah. Alright.
So this is why a lot of men stay single and they don't even worry about dating. It's the attitude here. You going inside your purse, the man is thinking that you're going inside your purse to get you. No, I got it. Don't worry about it. Instead of saying thank you, you just give him a weird look. So he gives his card to the man, starts getting declined. About that second or third time it gets declined, you probably need to step in and say, hey, you know what? I got it. Man, are you sure? Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. Well, he played me. How many other dudes have you played the 9 or 10 times before? So I think you'll be okay if you pay for some tacos at a local taco spot on that 10th, 11th time. I think you'll be all right. Modern women never want to step in and help out. They never want to step in and support. And this is what men have a problem with. This is why they don't want to date you or take you out, because you're never willing. And women in the comments are backing this up. Oh yeah, I would have never done that. Yeah, I would have paid and I would have blocked. Why? It was out of his control. You see, the system glitched. What would he be doing about that? That's why you carry cash. At some point in time, even if I carried cash, at some point in time, if we look at it through a big picture lens, there's something that's going to go wrong. And in those moments, I'm going to need you as my woman to step in and support me. I don't think that's a big ask.
Does this give YN material? Because I'm not understanding this. Is it giving YN? Is it giving Blicky? Is it giving I'm going to block Zaza? Do I look like a Zaza ass? No, I look like an ice latte. Yeah,
definitely. Definitely. You remind me of Carl's girlfriend off of San Andreas. The crazy one. That's who you remind me of right now.
A man just told me that the reason I have a personality is because I used to be fat. I don't know how to take that.
Every time I read a book on feminist theory, I come to the same conclusion. And this debate right here further amplified my conclusion. So there were 3 women platformed in this debate. Erica is the woman on the screen here, but there was also Deborah and Louise, and to be honest, I forgot their last names. However, basically the whole debate was them just talking about the origin of women's issues, particularly in the Western context. And essentially that was really the whole debate. None of them actually presented a solution to these problems. Now, there was one little back and forth between Deborah and Erica talking about, oh, should we actually enact more rules in society upon women or not? Now, Deborah, being the more kind of extreme feminist on this panel, said, well, no, the freedom for women has only been a good thing. Now, on the flip side, Erica says that yes, women should have freedoms, but she argues that feminism has gone too far. Now, although Erica recognizes issues within the feminist movement, she does not suggest any type of policy change. She just gives suggestions and recommendations to help women live a better life, but again, no clear policy. Now that I've given you guys some context, let me get into my analysis and conclusion. Feminists by no means are a monolith. They have many different opinions and views. However, every feminist agrees on the concept of freedom and equality. Now, in Islam, we also believe in freedom and equality. However, we believe in it in a different framework or manifestation than in the Western context. So the West believes in absolute freedoms, especially on the individual level, and they believe in equality in the material sense. Now, this is where the contradiction comes in. Because if a feminist is going to claim that it's good for women to have absolute freedoms on the personal sense, and they can just do whatever they want, well, then these same feminists must accept that there will be women out there who choose to do things that are unequal. Now, on the flip side, if you enact policy that enforces equality, again, equality in the material sense, then you will be infringing on people's personal freedoms. So there is actually no way that the feminist movement can ever achieve freedom and equality in this context. Now, to give you an example, the hijab is obviously a very big, controversial topic in the West. Now, a lot of feminists say that it's my right to wear hijab if I want to. It's not an issue. However, there are many feminists that completely disagree with that, and they actually support or would advocate for the enforced removal of hijab from society in order to implement equality. This is clearly a manifestation of the contradiction that I'm talking about. The way the West understands freedom and equality cannot coexist together. You either have freedom or you have equality, but you can't have both. And this is precisely why the feminist movement will never succeed. Because feminists cannot define justice. And if you cannot define something, you cannot achieve it.
And this is what men talk about all the time with feminism. Originally, it was different. But now you're saying, well, we just want equality. We just want the opportunity. But when somebody gives you the opportunity, okay, go ahead. Well, no. I want the choice. I want the freedom to be able to do that. I didn't necessarily say that I wanted to do a dirty job. I didn't necessarily say that I wanted to do a hard job. Okay, well then we're not equal. No, we need to be equal. We need to get paid the same. Are you going to go out there and do the hard jobs then? No. Okay then. Well, why are we not equal? Because you don't do the work that I do. You have the freedom to do whatever you want to do, but you don't do it. And so when somebody really needs a hard work done, they call me. Well, it's not equal because you get paid more. I know, because I do the hard work. I'm doing the hard work. You can't get paid when I'm getting paid because I actually do the work. You don't. So you showed us random clips and then said that he messed up your birthday. We don't have any context of the conversation, what was said, what was done, why he wanted the breakup. We don't have any of that. So we're just supposed to believe what you just said.
Okay, this question is for the older men out there who like a classy woman. Like, I love dresses, I love heels, and I've noticed I get compliments a lot by older gentlemen. Like, one day I was like walking through the parking lot, and literally an older man had to stop and be like, I just want you to know that this is how every lady should dress. I was like, I'm not that proper, sir, but thank you. Anyways, my question is, did you always feel that way, or does it come as age? Because I feel like you don't really hear young guys praising it that much. They might say they want a classy woman, but then they're like not praising women that are actually dressing pretty classy, I guess, or classic. I like to say classic. I don't know what's classy. It's really up to the person.
No, classiness is not left up to the person. If you're out there shaking your behind, that's not classy. Dude in the comments said class to me actually exudes from the woman. It's not just in the clothes. A classy woman can wear some jeans and a hair scarf and still stand out. But yes, it is refreshing to see a woman in a dress. Exactly. Doesn't matter about your clothes. I mean, it does, but your clothes are reflecting what's inside. Your clothes are only reflecting your attitude.
I'm gonna show you guys why I don't believe in love. Okay, I'm on my date. Real quick, he went to the restroom. He left his phone at the table. Is this a test? Is this a test? My ladies, it is. We're selling I'm tipsy. We are celebrating Valentine's Day early. And I love him. I'm obsessed with him. He went to the restroom. But I am just so madly, deeply in love with him. Like, yeah. Okay, baby. I'm gonna get ready for bed, but before I do, I have to put this mac and cheese away. But before I do that, we're gonna taste test it. So, okay, this mac and cheese looks better than the one I made for us at your apartment. So, so good. Okay, I love you. Good night. Today is my birthday. And I'm literally crying over a man who does not care if I'm alive or dead. So yeah, that's why I don't believe in love anymore.
So my wife just left me, and she took everything that wasn't glued to the ground. You'll leave me my gigantic dogs though. Here's what used to be our bedroom. Here's our closet. Didn't even leave me any clothes whatsoever. Like, why did you take my clothes? The only twisted thing about this situation is my wife's mind. Someone DM'd me after I posted that video, and they said that they saw her saying that she's going to be headed out to Texas, so that's where I'm headed. I just want to know, like, why did she take all of our, like, even my clothes? I think I'm sitting outside of her new house right now. Ed mentioned that someone DM'd me saying that she went to Texas. So I started heading that direction. But then I remember that I have her password to her Apple ID. So I put in her password, and then I use the Find My iPhone feature, which shows me her exact location, which brings me outside of the current house that I'm at right now. Where's Roxy? Who? Where the fuck's Roxy? Yeah, okay. Motherfucker said you didn't know where my wife was. Said if I didn't get off this property, he was gonna call the cops. I'm not stupid. I know she's in there. You guys remember, I have Find My iPhone on, and it points right to this location. I'm at the back of that house now, and there's like this stone wall. I'm gonna see it if I can see into the window over there. I knew they'd follow me. Well, cops might be coming, so how much more of these I can shoot?
Well, if you think that was psycho, buckle up, buttercup, okay? My whole goal, I knew I wanted my man back, okay? I knew I wanted my man back. I had one mission. He lives across the country. He lives in San Diego. I live in Atlanta. I would have showed my ass up at that man's house in a second, okay? But I couldn't just, like, do that, you know? So I text him the grandma thing. He doesn't respond. End up texting him something else. I don't think he responds. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you one warning. So I text him and I said, if you do not respond to me, I'm going to show up at your house, and you know that I will. You know that I will. Didn't respond. Nothing. By this time, I know what he's doing, right? He's trying to hold my feet to the fire because I'm the one who broke up with him. So he was trying to, like, hold my feet to the fire. Make me learn my lesson. Okay? Who are you, the Pope? So what do? I like to put my money where my mouth is. Okay? I booked my ass a flight to San Diego. I say nothing. Roll up Thursday night, pull up at his house. He's not there. I'm sorry, what? We're at this point we've been broken up like 4 months. But I feel like in 4 months, I still like know your schedule. I still like know your routine-ish, you know? Where are you on a Thursday night? I'm pissed, okay? So he lives in a condo. I'm sitting in an apartment, and I'm sitting in the, like, okay, first of all, I get there. I get on the elevator, I go up to his door, I start knocking on the door and I start ringing the doorbell. But I can tell no one's home because there's like no movement whatsoever. Because I'm like, nothing, no movement. So I'm like, okay, he's not home. Okay, let me give him like 30 minutes, go downstairs. I'm sitting in the lobby because he would have to come through where I was going, like where I was sitting. So I would see him, he would see me, you know, so I give him like 30 minutes, not there, 45 minutes, not there. I text him and I'm like, hey, I accidentally delivered something to your house. Are you home? Okay. No response for like 20 or 30 minutes. He eventually responds, what? By this time I'm heated because I'm like, where are you? So then I'm texting him, where are you? And he was like, what are you, I haven't talked to you in months. What are you talking about? Like, so then I was like, you know what? Forget it. Because by this time I have convinced myself that he's like at another girl's house. He's with another girl. But bring her here. I'll beat the shit right here, right in front of you. Bring her here, please. So I've like convinced myself of this whole narrative. So I'm like texting him like a psycho. And I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I knew that you would do this. It's like, I'm like, I don't know what I said. I spaz out. I deleted those two because I don't need to see that, how I was behaving. That's none of my business. And so he finally just calls me and he's like, what is happening? And I was like, I am at your condo and you're not here. And it's like 9:30 at night. What else would you be doing on a Thursday night? And he was like, I was playing soccer. I'm on my way home right now. My phone was like on the sidelines, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that makes sense because he plays a lot of soccer. So I was like, okay, well then bet when you pull up, you better, your ass better be in a uniform. You better be sweaty. So he was like, I'm literally about to pull up right now. And so then he pulls up and yeah, he's in a soccer uniform and he's sweaty. And yeah, then we got back together. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, baby. You just have to show up.
Let's read some of the comments on this video, shall we? One says, I mean, if she left and then you stalked her, I see the problem. Another one says, now you're stalking too. Another one says, he's a stalker. Another lady says, this is pretty scary. Hope she's okay. Contrast this with, I love whatever is wrong with you. I'm starting to think that I'm not crazy enough. 4 months of no text backs, your persistence is impeccable. Are y'all still together? I never knew pretty girls act crazy like this. I thought it was just us uglies. And the last one, you are me, I am you. Interesting.
Right here, I was trying to back up. I don't give a the way that you approached the situation was not right. If I say I'm backing the fuck, you move out of here. You don't say, oh, I'm making a delivery. You don't say I'm making a delivery and then you go in the restaurant and walk away while I'm talking to you. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
I'm making
delivery. I'm getting my eyebrows back.
She needs to move her car.
Can you go outside and talk?
If she will move.
You can't talk like this inside, sir. Please, I respect you. Please go outside and talk.
Is she coming out with me to move her car?
No, but you can go outside and call 911 because they can't do anything. Do you think they're gonna go out there and move my car?
A civilized person.
You should have been.
I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
And you're gonna pay for it. So yeah, because I said, sir, I was parking in there. You said, I gotta make a delivery. And you walked in the restaurant, rude as I'm entitled. Get the fuck here.
Now, if this would have been a different situation, the situation in reverse, they would have asked the man to just take this gracefully. This is a woman that's emotionally undisciplined. I understand this is very infuriating. It's very infuriating. But go find another spot. That's what y'all would ask men to do. Y'all would tell men to suck it up and just go find another spot. Number one. Number two, because you're parked wrong, he could have just called the cops and he could have called the towing company. And then you'd have had to pay for your nails. And then you would have also had to pay for the tow truck. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he let you off easy.
Tell me, has anybody else ever experienced this? I hate this. Just happened to me. I was doing my walk like I normally do on my breaks, and when I was walking past a couple men, they like, oh, let me get your number. Let me tell you why this is actually very weird. Okay, on another note, when I thought about it, it's not actually very weird, but when a whole bunch of guys are in a group and they're approaching me, sometimes I can feel a little shy because I just feel like in general, like, first of all, I look crazy today. Look at my hair. Look at my outfit. I mean, I look good every day, but come on. I just feel like sometimes men need to like read the room, read the experience, because if I look like you're freaking me out, 9 times out of 10 you're freaking me out. So I'm just like, no, I'm okay. And then he goes, oh, well, come on, you must have a man or something. And I said, no, I do not. And he goes, okay, then why can't you give me your number? Actually, being very aggressive and very weird. And I don't know, I just feel like men shouldn't approach women like this. Like, if you want to get to their number or get to know them, that's one thing. Approach them in a manner that actually they're taking well to. Don't try to push yourself on nobody. That's weird. Okay? Men don't do that. Thanks.
You said it yourself. It wasn't weird when you thought about it. Probably happened is you were on your walk. He came up to you. Hey, you mind if I get your number? Just spitting game, as they usually do. And you didn't like the guy. And he said, well, why can't I get your number? You have a boyfriend? No, not a boyfriend, but I'm not going to give you my number. Man, come on. You ain't doing nothing. Let me get the number. I say, oh, why you got to put yourself on me? That's just, if he's not doing anything, if he's not putting his hands on you, that's not actually aggression. It's just him having playful banter. Like, it's just playful is what it is. Y'all can't talk to people. Y'all are not good at social interactions, is what it is for a lot of these modern women. Is it some men out here going way overboard? Absolutely. But as you just said, well, actually, now I think about it, it's not that weird. We know.
Y'all done made big booties and fat asses too important here for getting they ugly. And who not taking one for the team is me. You don't get your dragon tails, dog face, Beetlejuice, sperm looking ass the fun on my face.
So I was talking to this guy on Hinge. And we had a few different conversations. Finally get to a point in the conversation where he's expressing that he's a Christian, has a relationship with God, he goes to church. What actually really like impressed me, a mixture of being impressed and also surprised and also just thinking, you know, that's a really great thing to do, was that he mentioned that he would wake up at 6 a.m. to join his church's online prayer meeting. So I thought, oh, that's really nice. Like, that's really refreshing to hear a man 6 a.m. every morning to join his church. So I'm thinking, okay, you love God. Oh, I love God. If you don't love God, what's wrong with you? You know? Okay, this is actually a good sign. So obviously we're talking about our relationship with God, and I bring up the fact that, hey, like, you know, this is also a major reason why I started my celibacy journey, because of my relationship with God. I want to do things God's way. And I'm there like just expecting him to be like, oh, absolutely. Like, I'm totally on the same page as you with that. Such a surprise to me that lo and behold and lo, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I don't do that. He doesn't believe in that. He doesn't believe in that.
Well, you didn't believe in it either until recently. You said you just started your celibacy journey, meaning you weren't celibate.
When girls say it's a red flag that a guy is 40 something and still single, it's not the fact that he's single, it's how are you leading your life as a 40 something year old who's maybe never been married? Are you someone who maybe you had a really long relationship in your 30s and it didn't work out, and then all of a sudden you're single, but you're like really trying to find someone or you're trying to better yourself. But if you're the type of 40-something-year-old who's still going to the club, who's putting figuring out my relationship type on Hinge, who wants to be 25 but you're 43, a lot of us look at that as a red flag, I would say. I mean, there's nothing wrong, to each their own. Age is just a number if you want to live life and explore and like do your thing. But that's what we mean when we say like 40 something and never been married and living life, Peter Pan vibes, never growing up, you know?
The problem I have with this is that whenever you go through what you're going through and you be in the club, it's going to be a good reason for you. But if a man were to be in the club, then it's okay. I literally just saw a woman, 40 years old, in the club, shaking her behind on TikTok, talking about, I'm living my best life. I don't need no man. I'm single and child free. And was being supported by women. Be quiet.
Strange you'd open your mouth and get
No,
involved.
because
I just can't believe when people just
It's
are
the,
mean.
it's normal protocol in the
To be on
grocery
the right
store
side.
to just be in the right side.
But you drive a car. You're not naked.
I'm not gonna move.
Okay.
Lady, this is not what you want to do. 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 I'm telling you right now, this is not what you want to do. Lady, listen.
Yes. What do you want to say?
I'm telling you this is not what you
wanna
want to
say?
do. And I'm asking you to
Help!
move. I'm asking you to move, please.
I'm not moving.
Well, I'm not moving either.
You just
We're going to
injured
be...
me. The police are going to...
Let the cops come then.
Yeah.
Because it's on camera here and it's on camera here. And if you want to get injured more, keep talking. That's what I'm going to tell you. So call 911. That's your best bet, because your ass will be picking yourself up off this floor. I'll tell you that much right now.
So let me get this straight. Y'all are sitting in the aisle arguing about who needs to be on the left side and the right side. Two grown women arguing about this, and they say that men need emotional intelligence and they need to read the room. Yikes.
I was told tonight that I look like I'm 40 something. Do I look like I'm 40 something? How old do I look? Please tell me, be honest.
Yeah, 40s. About 40s. Late 30s, early 40s.
Hoo-wee. Listen, just left the gym and I was hearing these men talking, and it is absolutely disgusting. It is absolutely unreal to me. I am absolutely completely set aside, baffled, confused about the conversations that men are having. And then it suddenly dawned on me, baby girl, that for all of you ladies and women that are running past these men, running circles around these men, that are actually seizing all of the opportunities and the moments that are being given to you, that are being put on the table for you to increase, to elevate your prominence, your status, your financial well-being, your academic and professional status, to the women that are making an incredible income, that are making an incredible salary, to the women that are building wealth, to the women that are in their 6 and heading to their 7-figure income, to the women that are in their 5 heading to the 6 that would eventually end up in the 7 earning income. The only men that are going to be bothered by you are the men that are broke. These are the men that live in procrastination mode. And these are the men that live in lazy mode. These are the men that live in which are the next pair of Jordans that are coming out mode. These are the men that sleep on an air mattress in their father's basement or their grandfather's basement mode. These are the men that will tell you that spending 60, 70, 80, 100,000 on your academic success so that you can be insured stability, so that you can be enforced security in a prominent career is a waste of money, because you're going into debt, and be the same men that will spend the same amount of money on a car that's a liability that they cannot afford to impress the very woman that they don't want to, that they're intimidated by, that they want to minimize, that they want to cause the demise of mode. These are the men that don't get family planning mode, retirement mode. They don't get estate planning mode. They don't get that there's more to Bahamas, Jamaica, and Miami mode. They don't get that there's a world to see, that it is credible to ride in luxury, to feel comfortable, to feel safe, to have stability, to have security mode. They don't get that you are the woman that wakes up in the morning and doesn't lend herself to the world to 10, 11 o'clock because you wake up and you affirm your day mode, because you're the woman that would actually sit down and have a healthy breakfast mode. You will go take a long walk or do your yoga class or go to the gym mode. You will be the one that would do the serving to your family, your friends, and then take the time to pray with your prayer warriors mode. You're the one that's going to take an extra hour or two to study for that exam, because God knows that when you bust out that medical career, you are going to be a fantastic example and setting to the family members and the ones in your family that didn't know how to do it, couldn't get to that space, didn't make it to that space mode. They don't get that we were not born to be in poverty. We were not born to live in limitation. We were not born to be complainers. We were not born to be victims. We were not born to be in limitation and constantly tell people that it's the system's problem mode, that this is because of my ex-boyfriend's mode, that this is because of my single mother mode, because I have baby daddies and father issues mode. No. These are the women that don't find excuses, that don't set limitations, that don't use procrastination, that don't want to feel lazy. They want to seize the moment, seize the time, seize the opportunity to see what the f is out there more than just their neighborhood mode. And the men that are gonna be bothered by you, want to minimize you, discredit you, disrespect you, and abandon you will be the men that are broke. These are the men that will never understand, will stay in constant state of confusion, frustration, and anger, will want your validation, your ego stroke, because you did it, you got it, you understood it, you went to go get it, and you continue to go get it. And I am telling you, baby girl, to not let these men bother you, to not let these men in your space, to not let these men in your bubble, to not let these men your focus, to not let these men destroy your dreams, your prominence, your goals, your structure. Do not let these men affect your mentality. Do not let these men affect your self-confidence, your self-esteem, because these are the very men that are going to live in a state of poverty, in a state of laziness, in a state of procrastination. These are the men that will never have their own place. These are the men that will cry and complain every single time they didn't win on the football league for that extra $150 to finish off their rent. These are the men that are going to constantly tell other men that something is wrong with you because you don't want a family yet. You don't want to be a mother yet, because you want to explore all of the opportunities that make you feel happy, loved, safe, secured, comfortable, fulfilled. They don't understand that mode. See, let me tell you about a man that has wealth, a man that pulled it out the mud, a man that understands the hustle, a man that understands what it means to provide a secure future for his children, to put his kids through the best of the best schools, to afford them the opportunities that perhaps he couldn't get. The man that actually stuck it out, the man that set the goals and didn't stop because he lived his life as if failure was not an option. Because this man understood that in the long term of it, the respect that he was going to get, the honor that he was going to get, the type of woman that he was going to get, the type of woman that can earn that income, that can have that salary, that can build the wealth. He's going to nurture that woman. He's going to support that woman. He's going to work with that woman. He's going to pray on that woman. He's going to protect that woman because he understands abundance. Because he understands that we were not born to wake up every morning and go to bed every night crying due to stress, crying because we can't have it, crying because we can't eat, crying because we are struggling, crying because we're in survival mode, crying because we can't thrive mode. He understands that there's a whole globe to visit and see, experiences to take in, memories to create. He understands that in order to play in the game, he's got to have true money, old money, and true wealth. He has to put in the effort. He has to put in the time. He has to put in the energy in order to gain the life and the lifestyle that he's going to want for him, his foundation, and his family, to be an example to society, to his community, perhaps even his children. See, these men won't be bothered by your money. They won't be bothered by your goals. They won't be bothered by your hustle. They won't be bothered by your status. They won't be bothered by your prominence, because they understand what it is, and they understand what the shouldn't be, and they understand what is not. The only men that are going to be upset with you, disrespect you, and demean you are men that are broke. The men that won't go get it. The men that won't pull it out the mud. The men that are intimidated by and feared by the possibility of failure. These are the men that will constantly lean on other men. They will prioritize their barber before they prioritize you. These are the men that will call men that are great men, loving men, supportive men, nurturing men, simps. But the men that they're referring to are getting it. They got it. They understood it. And when they meet a woman like you, a successful woman like you, a woman that really believes and is strong on her academics like you, her profession like you, a high salary like you, high income like you, that respects, wants, and really is challenged by her business like you, this is the man that will be on you, that will love you, that will respect you, and will honor you. The only men that will be bothered by your money, your lifestyle, your success, the emblem on your car, the emblem on your bag, the type of vacations that you plan, the type of life insurance policies you pay on, the IULs that you got, the retirement plan that you're clicking off, the annuities that you're investing into, the real estate properties that you're trying to buy, are the men that are broke. Baby girl, with that said, keep them out of your space. Keep them out of your mind. Do not let them change your focus, because you, baby girl, already doing better.
The dude in the comments said, I'm going to be all the way 100 with you. I'm a 6-figure earner and we do not care. Respectfully, find the man that's for you and be quiet.
Oh, yeah, record it. Because I just smacked this up you.
Go ahead, you're gonna get locked up.
Yeah.
You're gonna get locked up.
What's going on? You think the police right here, right now, gonna save you?
You're gonna get locked up.
Come on now, you tripping, bro.
And this is why I called you all, because this is what I'm dealing with. He was in front of my
let me see
house.
my daughter
I
in 3
saw
months,
him in front of my house, and I know what I'm dealing with, that, and I left. I came here, he found me, and he blocked me in. You cannot see my child. This is what I'm dealing with. I need to get a restraining order.
So why can't he see him if you don't have orders in place?
I'm the coolest nigga in the world.
You gotta
We don't have orders.
But don't play with
No,
my
I say, I'm asking you
The
why.
child's in my position. She's my child. He's blocking me in.
Okay.
You know I'm gonna do whatever I
He's
gotta
blocking me in,
do
and
when
I
you
can leave. I know my rights too.
You know
I
I'm
don't
a
care how much his mouth is going off.
I'm not.
Regardless of any situation.
I know you a black man and you want to have your black man, but he's crazy.
All right, so none of that. So
That's
hear me
my
out.
child. She's with me. She's in my. If he wants to take me to court, we can go to court. I called you all for my safety and because I want to get home. He does not have a right to block me in right here. He does not live in this neighborhood. I live in this neighborhood.
But this bitch birthday on Sunday.
He can call me all he wants, all that talk. That's what he been doing for years.
But guess what? My daughter about to be with her.
I want to go back home.
You get what I'm saying? I can't even get my
So
daughter.
now
I called you so y'all can get him to
I
move.
can't even talk to
All
her.
right, but you gotta give me a second to talk, right? I understand you don't have to
No,
let him.
because I call 911 and y'all go straight to him. But that's what the man
No,
do, and I should have requested a woman.
That has nothing to do with it, ma'am. He was standing right here before I got to your car, right?
I'm the one, the victim.
Stand by,
I'm the one.
stand by. Don't
calling.
worry about it. Stand by.
So a lot of people on the woman's side. But here's a guy that says, I'm a black man. My ex-wife used my daughter as a pawn because I left the marriage. Both parents have equal rights to their child. What the father did was absolutely unnecessary. This is what I agree with, because what you're doing right now, even though she is, or it seems like she's using the child as a pawn, do it the legal way. You don't want them seeing this on video and then saying, oh no, she's absolutely right to keep the child away from you and yada, yada, yada. Then you kind of hurt yourself, right? So like this brother was saying in the comments, fight it in court. Try to do it the legal way, or else like doing it this way, they see you absolutely ain't gonna get nothing. Man here said, I took my ex-wife to court and got 90% of everything I wanted. A mother needs a legal reason to deny a father access to his child. Correct.
My man talking about he want to go to Texas Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse. I told him I got Texas Roadhouse right here. Tip me.
Tip me, alright. I got you, baby.
Ain't nobody gonna starve me. I'm ready. Tell them, get the armor candy. Riding around military. I'm popping like an AK-47. Having this shit on lock, you can tell them, go get your salad.
It's me really ignoring my DMs as if I'm not single. But one thing I will say, and hopefully to whomever decides to slide in my DMs, is to approach me in the right manner, okay? Start off with, hi, how are you? My name is so-and-so. I would like to get to know you, or, you know, just not know, damn, you thick, or damn, or what up? Like, what? Or, I mean, I don't know. Am I asking for too much? Because I feel like on social media is the easiest way to approach somebody because you're not nervous. They're not in front of you. You know, you can just be calm, cool, and collective, right? I am 33 years old, okay? Don't be coming in my DMs talking about damn thickness or damn you bad or just, I mean, it's okay to give a compliment, but do I gotta teach you how to do that too? Sheesh.
Even if you approach somebody on social media, they can still screenshot. And a lot of times these women do screenshot what you say and then they blast you all over the place online. So maybe doing it online is not the safest way or the easiest way either.
Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. You see how your ass walks to that car? I need that every day. You walk your ass to that car silently.
Once again, if this were a man, all of that talking would be cut out.